BCHQ, what's happening, people? Discussion time, episode 60. This is Johnny Gunz response. Topic is National International Days, and the question is, what is with all these novelty days like National Ice Cream Day, International Hot Dog Day, or Flag Day, Women's Day, whatever? Are these just a way of organisations, groups, and products, services using social media to promote themselves and get people talking about those things, or do they in some way demean traditional days that are set aside for commemoration, remembrance, and celebration? Alright, there's a lot more. I'll go into this first bit. What you got to remember is the world revolves around money. It's as simple as that. Whether you agree with it or not, that bit of paper that you can make yourself if you do the research, people are like a thirsty guy after a girl when it comes to money. It's a disgraceful way, I think, if you're going to use it for negative means and things like that. But just the obsession that people have with money is why we've got so many problems in this world. So I do think that it's a case of these companies trying to promote their company and their beliefs onto people. I don't see why we should have days like that. I get it for remembering soldiers and things like that, but when it comes to why do we need a National Ice Cream Day or a Hot Dog Day? We might as well have an International Pebble Day or an International, I don't know, Borat Day. Do you know what I mean? It's just bullshit. It has no relevance and it serves of no purpose. I do believe that it is to promote. That is the main goal, and to make money from it. If people invest in it and promote that more as well, then it's going to make that company money, just through marketing and advertising. The next part of the question, just finishing this part, I do think it does demeanour Remembrance Day for soldiers and things like that, because nowadays we do seem to get people on Twitter retweeting things like Hot Dog Day and National Ice Cream Day and more than you would soldiers, because it's they don't think it's cool, or it's not up to date with the times, and it's a load of mess. 1 minute you see National Baseball Day, I don't know if I'm saying that right, I've never heard that word, or Independence Day, and then the next you see National Hot Dog Day. Does it almost put them on the same level? No, but I think to a lot of people that are not wise out there, they think it is the same level, but for people that have got a brain, or half a brain, I hope to think that it's not, that they know it's not the same thing. Is this just a result of social media, that everything has to have a hashtag and to try and get things trending? Is it like spam advertising leaflets through your front door? Is it just cluttering up the social media platforms? Do we care? Should we care? Should we have National Door Handles Day, International Weed Killer Day, etc.? Are we just fetishing products, services in our material world? Is it because there are so many voices in the world that everybody wants to be heard, no matter how banal what they have to say actually is? Do these days represent something darker, or are they just harmless? I think the message that it sends across to people that are awakened and enlightened to what they can actually see what's happening, people might not think National Ice Cream Day or Hot Dog Day is harmful in any way, but the message it sends across, by the fact of what we spoke about earlier, where it demeans days like Remembrance Day for soldiers, and Save the Heroes and things like that, I think it does demean them days, but because they can make more profit from it and more money, people will just latch onto it, and I do think that that's harmful, because we're in a society now with social media where anything that trends, people want to latch onto it because they think, oh, that's going to help me out, that's going to grow me. But without investing in yourself, you're not going to grow yourself. You can latch onto something, but you won't stay with it. If they get successful, they're not going to keep you there, so it's pointless. But yeah, I do think it is harmful, and not enough people recognise that. I mean, I've pretty much said all of it now, but social media is the main reason for the shit that's happening nowadays. I myself am a hypocrite because I'm on the computer a lot, but I'm not, at the same time, I'm aware to things like this, that I have my morals and I know what's right and wrong. Whereas a lot of people, or what I see now, it's pretty shocking how disrespectful, and people just seem to have no morals. Um, Again, without judging too much, you kind of look at them and think, what are your parents like if you're like that? Because that's where it comes from. They're either teaching them that way that they are, or they're not there for them and they're learning it from other people. So in both ways, you failed as a parent, in my opinion. But yeah, social media and hashtags and things that are trending, like, people will go to great lengths to put people down and make profit and get the likes and the views, because that's where we seem to be at nowadays. People don't like people like myself, Nate Seymour, people that speak it real. They don't get a recognition. Just check me and Nate's videos. Like, we don't get subscribers, we don't get followers like that. Like fucking, like Angry Fan, or like these Piper Boys and all these sort of things that I've spoke about before. Like, it's just different nowadays, and it's a shame because, like, I'm convinced I should have been born centuries ago, or even in like the 60s, or like something like that, because my morals and what I've learned from my parents does not fit in with today's society, and it clashes. That is why I don't have friends. That is why I keep to myself, because I don't agree with what people do, and I don't get enjoyment from the things that most people get enjoyment from, because they're all on this bandwagon social media fucking hashtag, like, let's latch on to the latest thing, like iPhones and Instagram. Like, I haven't got an Instagram, I haven't got Snapchat, I haven't got fucking, I can't even remember what they're fucking called. That's how old fashioned I am. I've never had an iPhone because I don't feel the need to have one. But that's just the kind of mindset I'm in. So, I hope I answered your question, Johnny. I think I went a little bit off topic there near the end, but this brought out a lot of passion in me, this question. So, props to you for asking this question, and I'll see you soon. They don't want to fuck with the real ones.